Something is stealing money from your investment account right now. Not a scammer, not a market crash, not a bad stock pick. It's a number so small it looks harmless, usually less than 1%. And because it never shows up as a bill, most investors never think about it. But here's what that tiny number actually costs over a lifetime of investing. On a $100,000 portfolio, the difference between a 0.05% fee and a 1% fee is $150,000 in lost wealth over 30 years. Same market, same investments, same everything, except the fee. It's called an expense ratio, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what it is, how to find yours, and the one check that takes 2 minutes and could save you hundreds of thousands of dollars. Let's start with what this actually is. Every investment fund has operating costs, and those costs get passed to you as an investor. The expense ratio is the annual percentage of your investment that gets quietly deducted to cover those costs. No bill, no notification. The money simply disappears from your returns before you ever see them. Think of it like a silent tax, paid automatically, invisibly, every single year. Whether the market is up or down, the fee gets taken. Here's the part most people miss. The fee doesn't just cost you the dollar amount today. Because of compound growth, every dollar taken in fees is a dollar that never gets to compound for the rest of your investing life. A 1% fee sounds almost meaningless, 1 penny per dollar. What's the harm? But here's the math. If you invest $500 a month for 40 years, earning an 8% average annual return, you'd end up with roughly $1.75 million. Now, apply a 1% annual expense ratio on top of that. Your ending balance? About $1.2 million. That 1% fee just cost you $550,000 over a lifetime of investing in silence. And the most infuriating part? That fee almost certainly didn't buy you better performance. Decades of data consistently show that funds charging higher fees do not, on average, outperform funds charging lower fees. You paid more, you got less, and you probably never knew it was happening. Now I want to show you where this gets truly outrageous. If you've been following this series, you know Marcus automated his S&P 500 index fund contributions and built wealth. His fund, VOO, charges 0.03% per year, 3 cents per $100 invested. But here's something that happens to millions of investors who think they're doing the same thing, but aren't. They open an account. They invest in what sounds like a smart, professionally managed fund. The name sounds sophisticated. The brochure promises expert stock selection, experienced analysts, a team working hard to beat the market. The fund charges 1%, maybe 1.5% per year. And here's what they don't know: that funds portfolio is often 85 to 90% identical to a plain index fund. But the actual investments? Almost exactly what you'd get from VOO at 0.03%. You're paying 30 to 50 times more for something that looks almost the same. This is called closet indexing, and it is, without question, the worst deal in the retail investing industry. The fund manager collects 1% or more per year in fees that compound against you just as powerfully as returns compound for you, to deliver results that a $3 per year index fund could have given you for free. And because the fee is never itemized, never sent as a bill, never visible on your statement as a loss, millions of investors pay it their entire lives without ever questioning it. The industry calls it active management. A more accurate name would be active charging. So, what do you actually do about this? 2 minutes. That's all this takes. Step 1. Find your expense ratio. Log into your brokerage account. Find your fund. Look for the fund's details or fact sheet. It will be listed as expense ratio or annual fee. If you can't find it, search the fund's ticker symbol followed by expense ratio. It's publicly listed on Morningstar, the fund company's website, or your brokerage's fund screener. Step 2. Compare it to a benchmark. Here's the benchmark. For a U.S. stock index fund tracking the S&P 500 or total market, anything above 0.20% is too high. The best funds in this category charge 0.03% to 0.05%. VOO is 0.03%. FXAIX is 0.015%, essentially free. SWTSX is 0.03%. If your fund charges more than 0.20% and it's a basic U.S. stock index fund, you are almost certainly paying more than you need to. Step 3. If the number is high, switch. You can stop new contributions going into the high-fee fund and redirect them to a lower-cost alternative. Or, if the account is in a tax-advantaged account like a Roth IRA, you can simply sell and buy the lower-cost fund. If your account is taxable rather than a Roth IRA or 401k, check with a financial advisor before selling. There may be tax implications, but at minimum, redirect new contributions to the lower-cost fund today. 2 minutes to find the number, 2 minutes to compare it. One decision. The difference that one decision makes, compounded over 30 or 40 years, can be the size of a house. The fee that's been quietly taking money from your portfolio doesn't need to keep doing it. You now know what an expense ratio is. You know the benchmark. You know how to find yours and what to do if it's too high. 2 minutes, one check, potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars back in your pocket over a lifetime. Here's the question for the comments today, and I want to know the honest answer. Did you know what your expense ratio was before watching this video? Yes, no, or I just checked and I'm furious. Drop it below. I read every single one. If you've followed this series from the start, you now have the 3 things that actually matter: psychology, index funds, and low fees. That's the foundation. Everything else is just noise. The next video is the one most people need to see before they do anything else. It's right here.